take that off. Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is now in session for our announcement docket on today's date of January 12th, 2022. First case that we have is calls number 330572. And that case is styled the State of Texas versus Joyce Marie Richard or Richard. We have Ms. Richard or Richard who is appearing via Zoom. Ms. Richard, how are you doing?
I've been better.
Ms. Richard, you're represented in this case by your attorney, Attorney Willard Hall, who is also appearing via Zoom. Mr. Hall, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Your Honor. Ms. Richard called me last night. She's got sent home from work because they had some people come down with COVID, and she called me or she texted me last night, told me that it hit her like a ton of bricks, and she's very ill. And I appreciate you calling her early so she can go to the doctor.
Okay, Mr. Hall, what is your announcement in Ms. Richard's case?
You could give us 60 days for another announcement. I think we can have the case disposed of by then. I have all the discovery in the case and all the video. I just need to get with the prosecutor about it.
Okay, this case will be reset, Ms. Richard, until March 23rd of 2022. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. They will be given a copy, or they will be sent notice of your reset. Ms. Richard, we'll be praying that you have a speedy and full recovery.
Thank you.
This will conclude your case, Ms. Richard. You're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you. You as well.
You're welcome. Now, Mr. Hall, is this your only case?
Yes, Your Honor. Was that for March 22nd, 2022 at 9 o'clock?
March 23rd.
23rd.
Yeah.
Okay,
9
got it.
o'clock. All right.
That's my only case, Your Honor.
All right. You're free to go. You have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Same to you.
Okay. Mr. Bailey, do we have who's here? Victor Leon, would you please put your mic on mute? Okay, thank you. Next case is cause number 329824. Case is styled the State of Texas versus Jacob Perry Wright. Mr. Wright, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Wright?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Wright, your attorney in this case is Mr. Glenn Crocker. Mr. Crocker is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Crocker, how are you doing?
Very well, Judge. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Crocker, what is your announcement in Mr. Wright's case?
Your Honor, this case is going to be disposed by the way of plea. We are waiting for some restitution numbers from the DA's office. It's good. Whether or not we get the restitution numbers is going to depend on which way we plead, but nonetheless, there will not be a trial. All discovery is complete, and this matter will be resolved in a plea bargain fashion, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Boyd, do you know when, is that one of your cases or is it
It's
like?
Mr. Holmes, but I'll put in the notes for him to get that taken care of. He'll be back by the end of the week from prosecutor.
Okay, Mr. Crocker, we'll give your case a standard reset. Would that be fine?
Yep, or shorter if necessary, Your Honor. I don't want it to linger any longer than necessary.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, be reset to the plea docket on March 14th.
Very well, Your Honor.
Okay, and your reset will be sent to you, Mr. Crocker and Mr. Wright.
Yes,
You can stand on the 4X. You're gonna give a copy of reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
yes, sir. Y'all too.
All right, and Mr. Crocker, is this your only case?
Only case, Your Honor.
Okay, well, Mr. Crocker, you're free to go. Your reset will be sent to you. You have a blessed day.
Thank you for allowing me to appear remotely, Your Honor.
Okay,
I didn't want to take the chance of infecting anyone.
Okay, appreciate that.
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right, all right, you have a blessed day.
You too.
Court's in session in cause numbers 330-360, cause number 330-362, and cause number 330-364. All three cases are styled the state of Texas versus Colin Keith Eller. Mr. Eller, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Eller?
I'm all right.
That's good. Mr. Eller, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Frank Adams. Mr. Adams, how are you doing?
Doing fine.
Mr. Adams, what is your announcement in Mr. Eller's cases?
We'd like 60 days, Your Honor. I need to get the video. I've got, I think, the paper evidence, because there's a whole bunch of video on each of these cases, and I need to get copies of it. It may be available up there now. I'm going to check, and I need
Okay.
to get a plea bargain.
Okay. Could you give us, okay, this case is going to be reset to March 23rd of 2022 so that you can complete your discovery and get an offer from the district attorney's office, Mr. Adams. Mr. Adams, you can sign the pad. And Mr. Eller, once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you can stand over there and get you. And Mr. Adams, this is your only case?
Yes.
Okay, you'll be free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
You messed up, Judge.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Mr. Adams, I just emailed that to you as well.
What was that?
The plea offer.
Oh, did you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I don't know why I hadn't gotten it. Got it on all
No, sir,
three.
at yahoo.com. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I just did that. to you.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
See, Mr. Bailiff, did you get Could you please get Mr. Day, that's Human Day, and see if Michael Terry is here as well. On page 2, both cases are on page 2 of the announcement. You can also get Gonzalez and Madrano. Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. And you?
Well, I'm good.
That's good. We in session in clause number 329-224. Case is style of state of Texas versus Human Day.
Yes, sir.
Is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Day?
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Day. You're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Ryan Gertz. Mr. Gertz, how are you doing?
Great, Judge. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Mr. Gertz, you have an announcement you'd like to make in Mr. Day's case?
I do, Judge. It's going to be the same in all of my cases today, unfortunately. So I'm asking for one additional resetting. We think this case can be resolved without a trial, but I am preparing for a capital murder case.
Okay.
And then have right on the heels of that, have a 3-week federal white collar trial going in February.
Okay,
I'm
so
sort
how
of
much
back to
time
back
do
in
you,
major cases.
how much time do you need?
Well, at least till March, maybe the first few weeks.
Okay,
Of
we
March.
give him 60 days?
Sure.
Okay, we'll mark, okay. Mr. Gertz, you can sign the reset. And Mr. Day, once you get your reset from your attorney, Mr. Gertz, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir. You too. Thank you.
I think you're gonna have to sign the pad.
You need me to sign?
Matthew, excuse me, Omar Madrano. We're in session in 2 cases. First case is cause number 325-965. Second case is cause number 328-477. Both cases are style of the state of Texas versus Omar Madrano. Mr. Madrano, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Madrano?
Good yourself?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. Madrano. You're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Ryan Gertz. Mr. Gertz, what's your announcement in Mr. Madrano's cases?
Judge, we're asking for resetting until March because of some of my other trial engagements that I have. And we've got an offer from Mr. Boyd in this case. We think it'll get resolved potentially without a trial, but we need that additional time. please.
We're gonna put it on the same day, March 23rd,
That's correct,
2022?
Judge.
Okay, you can sign this pad. And Mr. Madrano, once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day.
Thanks, sir.
Roy Gonzalez. We're in session in 4 cases. First case is cause number 326-966. Second case is cause number 328-072. Third case is cause number 328-132. And the fourth case is cause number 329-486. All 4 cases are styled the state of Texas versus Roy Douglas Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Mr. Gonzalez?
Just fine, sir. And you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Gonzalez, I see here in 3 of your cases, we have Attorney Ryan Gertz as your attorney in the full case. We don't have an attorney that has been designated.
Judge, that it would be me.
Okay,
I'm the attorney on that as well. Do you need a letter on that?
right, a letter of representation. So what we're gonna do, we'll do you need resets on these cases,
Yes,
on your
Judge.
3 cases? Okay,
Yes,
so what we're
Judge.
gonna do, Mr. Gonzalez, your attorney of record on you, on the first 3 cases, he'll sign the pad and give you resets on that one, and then on the 4th case, you need to sign the pad.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so, Mr. Gertz, you can stand on the, stand over there and sign the pad for the first 3 cases.
Okay.
And that's gonna, the case is gonna be reset to March 23rd of 2022.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you're welcome.
I need him to come up to sign on that last case.
Is Michael Terry here?
Judge, I hadn't seen Mr. Terry. He lives in Mississippi,
You gonna,
so
he can appear by Zoom, or you could call him.
yeah,
on the phone.
I may need to track him down as well.
It's open. It's open.
Oh, they're both open?
Yeah,
Whole new world.
yeah.
They were never, I never lived through that my whole life. What the world? I'll make it feel dumb.